Welcome to AI Bedtime Stories. Today's story is called Bonds Beyond Boundaries. In the lush, sprawling estates of 18th century England, amidst the backdrop of societal norms and familial expectations, a tale of love, courage, and the quest for freedom unfolded, embodying the spirit of national freedom to merry day. The story centers on Lady Elizabeth Cavendish, a young noblewoman of grace and intelligence, and Thomas Avery, a gifted but humble gardener working on the Cavendish estate. Despite the vast chasm of their social standings, Elizabeth and Thomas shared a connection that transcended the rigid boundaries of their world, a love as deep and enduring as the roots of the ancient oaks that dotted the landscape. However, their secret romance was not without its challenges. Lady Elizabeth was betrothed to Duke William Harrington, a match of convenience that promised to secure her family's financial future. Thomas, aware of the impossibility of their situation, planned to leave the estate, to spare Elizabeth the scandal and preserve her honor. As National Freedom to Merry Day approached, a day celebrated in the nearby village as a tribute to love in all its forms, Elizabeth and Thomas faced a crucial decision. Inspired by the stories of couples who fought for their right to love freely, Elizabeth devised a daring plan. She would renounce her title and fortune to be with Thomas, proving that love could indeed conquer all. But their plan was not without risk. News of their intention sparked outrage among the elite, threatening to engulf both families in scandal. Elizabeth's father, Lord Cavendish, a man of tradition, was torn between his love for his daughter and his duty to maintain the family's standing. Amidst the tumult, the story of Elizabeth and Thomas's love spread, becoming a beacon of hope for others who yearned for the freedom to marry for love, not status or wealth. Their courage inspired a movement that quietly swept through the country, challenging the very foundations of societal norms. The climax of their tale coincided with National Freedom to Merry Day. In a bold act of defiance, Elizabeth and Thomas stood before their friends, family, and a gathering of supporters from all walks of life, in the very gardens Thomas had tended. There, under the boughs of the ancient oaks, they pledged their lives to each other, not as lady and gardener, but as equals in heart and soul. Lord Cavendish, moved by the depth of their love and the rallying cry for change it inspired, gave his blessing, uniting the two families in a bond that signaled a new beginning. Duke Harrington, witnessing the true power of love, gracefully stepped aside, acknowledging that the heart could not be swayed by titles or riches. Bonds Beyond Boundaries became a legend, a historical period drama that captured the essence of national freedom to merry day. It was a tale that echoed through the ages, reminding us that the fight for the freedom to love and marry is not confined to any one era but is a timeless struggle for understanding, acceptance, and the courage to follow one's heart. Elizabeth and Thomas's love story, set against the backdrop of 18th century England, not only challenged the social conventions of their time but also lit a beacon of hope for future generations, celebrating the universal right to love and marry freely, beyond the boundaries of class and expectation.